my goodness.
There you are. Hey, so what all do you want to do to your car?
Well, whatever.
Yeah, the rumor is you're in Nevada because you were going to be a cattle rustler. Is that true?
No, we don't have death traps. Plus, I don't really like being as rough.
So what were you saying?
The rear cage.
Oh yeah, your cage. Yeah, that thing's still duct taped down from the last time you lost it, out in the trails. We'll put that video right here. Supposed to be tight bolts in these holes, Miller.
Yeah, probably shorten the rear cage.
Yeah, that's actually probably the last time we can use that video. Oh wait, it fell off of the dunes too. So we'll put that video right here too.
No!
Oh, I've been trying to get you to stop for a while.
What do you want?
Your cage is falling off.
What?
Your rear cage is falling off.
Oh, I gotta poop too.
Here's what happened, Miller.
My stick!
Your stick broke.
Come on, man. Here we are. Dune fits in, Dune fits in a trail fence.
Yeah, we'll shorten the cage up and we'll actually fix it and weld it in. You want it to hug the motor?
Put a new Volkswagen motor in the back.
Big motor? No, we don't need a big motor. Just we'll make speed Ugas. Instead of just normal Ugas, we'll make speed Ugas. Yeah, we gotta weld up those engine supports too.
Finally installed a turning
Yeah, new mount for the turn brake.
turning brake.
And we can fix the dash. So a new dash and a new mount for the turn brake.
We gotta weld up my transmission mount because
Yeah.
or my engine mount or whatever.
We'll get it done.
Because apparently that's all loosey goosey.
So when you move it back,
Out, I think is what it was.
are you gonna move back?
We got to go through my car.
It doesn't even make sense. 'Cause
Weld up
why are
what
we
we
rebuilding
gotta
your car
weld
if you're not
up,
moving back?
go through the whole thing, make sure there's
You
no
know
cracks
what?
in the frame.
Hung up on that guy.
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway.
Well, on the plus side, before I start jacking this thing up, there's still oil in here. That's a good sign. Oh, wait, that's right. Crank broke. I guess oil's not that important anymore. These things are Miller tight. I don't think he was ever expecting these guys to come off again. These things are wild J tight on here. And there we have it. That little guy off. Pull the spacer off. And throw one of these little donut tires on there. Well, there we go. Got the little baby donut tires on there so we can start working on it. See how good that looks. Well, one of the first things we're gonna have to do is get rid of all the zip ties that are on here. Sorry, Miller. Your ORV sticker is finally leaving.
All gone. So basically, we're gonna shorten this cage back up 5 inches. And you can see right here where it got lengthened. This bar is gonna have to come out and refigured. And then we're gonna basically from here to here, bring this rear of the cage back up to this point. So it'll shorten. So bad part about all this is we won't be able to stand in the back of his cage and stick the screwdrivers right here to rebuild his carburetors in the trails. The absolute best thing about Miller's car is this.
What on earth are you doing?
You can sit right in his cage and work on the engine.
What the French toast is your buddy doing up in your motor?
That was one of the nicest things about this car, is you could climb into his engine cage and work on it, but we're getting rid of that. You know what? Before we keep going, we should probably remove some of his wires. It might be a good idea. Even though that's not the Wild J way. That's why you did it right. Good job, Sam. I just see that you sleeved it. Sleeved it up in there. That's how to do it. Yeah, so basically we gotta, if you can see it in the video, there's a piece from here to here that's 5 inches long, where the rear of this cage was at one time extended. Basically, we're just gonna come in, cut that guy out, and line this back up with this guy, make it all one again. Also got a, boy, that guy's in there. How in the world do you have your, next guy doesn't want to come off. There he goes. See what he kept in his first aid kit. Unicorns. Just noticed that his trampoline spring is only held on by zip ties. Alright, we're back a few days later. Back to cutting and grinding on Miller's car. We still gotta cut these pieces out. We're gonna do it a little different on this side. As you can see, we already got that side. And then we gotta take these bars out. And then cut this bottom cage and fit it all back in here, shorten it up. That's the reason we haven't pulled the motor yet, because we're using it for measurements for back here, so we're not getting too close or too far. And then we got a few things to do with the way the motor mounts into this car before we pull the motor and transaxle out. So it's coming, but let's get back to work. Getting loose. It's almost off. Gotta get these wires off. We're gonna have to detach it from down here. The last little bit of pink duct tape he had. And that one's not even attached. No bolt in there, which isn't surprising. What do we got on this side? Oh, there's a bolt on this side. Wait, no there isn't. There's no bolt. Mallard, there's supposed to be bolt. There's supposed to be tight bolts in these holes. Yeah, so all that's holding it is this guy right here, but there's a sleeve in there. Let's go around it again and get it, and then this whole cage will pop off. Let's get these lights out of here. There we go. One, two, lights are out. She's loose. There we go. So that's what we're doing, Miller. We're gonna make your car into a shortback. I know how much you like your shortback cars. Yeah, let's go. Let's get this guy cleaned up, and we'll just get it halfway fitted up in there just to see what it looks like. We still gotta cut this piece off. This is the piece that we had to duct tape on the Journey to J-Rod strip when he lost it. Yeah, so for now, let's get this 5-inch section cut off and get a rough estimate of how it's gonna sit up in here. Miller, get water in these. And mud. Look at that. And I think it's in there. I found where that piece went that we couldn't find the trail. Your stick's gone, but look what we, oh, here it is. Here's the metal piece, and here's the famous stick we fixed it with all the time ago. That needs a place of honor out here. But here's the piece. All we should have to do for his bottom cage is measure back 5 inches and everything should line up. That's the theory, at least. There we go. Hopefully, fits right in there. About in there. Let's grab the jack. I'll level it up. Well, there we go. We got some cutting and grinding to do, but that'll fit right back up in there, right back where it used to be. And we'll end up making some new bars for back here, but there she is. Looks way better already. This is looking way better. It all flows in here right now. We'll have to clean it all up, get it tacked in here, And we're gonna leave his hitch on here. This is where his screwdrivers go when we're rebuilding his carburetors, but we're gonna leave the hitch. That way my brother can knock his knee on it, because that's always good for a laugh. That's hilarious. We'll put that clip right here.
Now you're doing something.
Come on, baby. You gotta go the other way, though. I'm getting out of the hole. Ow. Ow. What'd you just do? You've got a trailer hitch on the back of your car. It's the whole trailer, not for your knee. This is why Wild J comes to the deuce. Great things happen. Jeff gets hurt. We're all laughing. It's a perfect day. I mean, the sun's out. It's funny, but man.
All right, now that we got it test fitted, let's start cleaning some of this up to weld her in. All right, we're getting ready to put this guy on. We got our sleeves installed so the tubes will splice together, and I think we can lift it up in there and weld her in. So we got the sleeves all in place. Start bumping it together and see what happens. Well, she's in. Looks all right. If it's not all right, if it's not straight, it's not my car anyways. Miller won't know the difference because he's currently outside the country. I think he's helping the A-team out right now.
Hey guys, I gotta use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
We gotta just tack together for now. When we actually start tearing it apart, we'll Foley weld all these little spots up. Another thing we're gonna have to do is spend hours filling in these little guys. They are everywhere. One thing about Wild J, he liked his sheet metal screws, even though most of them didn't hold. He liked his sheet metal screws and his duct tape. That's why they call him the duct tape king. But yeah, there's little holes everywhere. We gotta start tacking all those guys up, get them all filled in. I want to do the same thing to his car that I did to mine. On mine, I don't have holes in anything. Anything that's attached to the car has its own tab. You know, there's no sheet metal screws, there's no nothing. So that's the same thing we're gonna do to Miller's car. Everything's gonna have a tab and everything's gonna be attached like that. So yeah, we got it tacked up. So we'll finish welding it later. At some later point, we still gotta make these bars. We'll get those fabbed up shortly here. So what we're gonna end up doing here is Miller's transaxle mount. The holes are actually wallered out on it from that time he almost lost his motor on the trail. It was bouncing around in here.
Oh well, it's only $20. If I burn through it, I burn through it. I need it to stay off my axle. That's my priority. Dude, did you see that bitch?
We're gonna putz back.
Yeah.
Miller lost an engine stud. But we're gonna make it.
We're
gonna make it.
You just earned a weenie sticker.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this guy, cut it in half, then probably cut it in a quarter, and get it to fit right up in here to snug that transaxle up and help like make a bigger mount for it. And hopefully that fixes the problem, because when you go to put his motor in, it almost takes two people and two jacks, because you got to get it to line up. So right now it's lined up. So hopefully if we put those mounts in there, they'll keep it lined up. That's the theory at least. And he's missing this bolt right here. We got the other side welded in. We also ended up with a lot of smoldering oil back here. That's always good.
Hammer man, hammer man, hammer, 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 hammer man, hammer.
Come on, man. This is what happens when I follow Wilson. And that, my friends, is the Wild J way.